boy, they gonna get enough. They gonna quit. Hi everybody. How is everybody today? Brother Thomas in the house. Our beautiful Rock Maruda. Angie, our beautiful house greeter. Tina. Hi everybody. Hi. Whew. It's Friday. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday, and we made it through absolutely 100% of every single thing that life literally threw at us. We're here. We're right here. We're present. We have a family gathering, so to speak. You know, when gems like to shine, they like to shine best together. So, as we gather, how are you guys? How was your week? Let's tell me about it. Tell each other about it. What great things happened, what ungreat things happened. While we're waiting on our beautiful time placekeeper to get here, Rossi. Hey, Mr. Floyd, how you doing? Hey, Tiffany. Um, be working on that focus word that you need me to help you. Oh, and I literally just got it out of my mouth, y'all. Your beautiful placeholder is here, Rossi. Woo! Y'all know how it goes. If you want to get on that list, you put me and a focus word in the chat. She will get all of you beautiful gems gathered up. There are 10 slots, and when she opens the list, it usually tends to fill up kind of quickly. Some of them kind of get long-winded. Some of them are kind of short and sweet. It just depends on the energy that Miles and my team picks from you. For those of you new to the channel, the thumbnail is my image, what I see when I see Miles. That's what I see. Hi, Beth. Hi, Ethnicity. How are you? Gorgeous, beautiful gems. How have you been? How have you been? It is good to see each and every single one of you. Oh, and there it is. She has officially opened the list, guys. Whew. So it has been, I feel like I have the I-10 and the 405 in my house today. I am not kidding you. Wow. I mean, it started roughly just a little before midnight last night. And I am not kidding you, about every 15 to 20-ish minutes, I was getting woke up to the oddest sounds. And it was literally like just 12 lanes of traffic going through the front of the house, fishtailing back, circling around, doing some kind of roundabout circle thing in the hallway, bouncing off of everything you could think of. I was hearing what I thought was shit falling off of bookshelves last night. I'd get up, I didn't see anything. At one point, it sounded like somebody cracking an egg, and I was like, "Now, what the hell was that?" So I get up, and Mo has this onyx tree, like a chakra tree. Only hers, I believe, is onyx, and it had fallen over off the shelf. Now, mind you, I would have thought something that heavy would have made the sound I had heard previous to that. But when I went out there to check, there was nothing. But then when it sounded like it was just a simple little like egg crack or something very light, that had fallen. And it hadn't fallen, but, because it's on the bottom shelf. Thank goodness, because, I mean, still, Today it has been just one thing after another. They keep unplugging stuff. They mess with my blinds a couple of times. They are absolutely having a ball with my Google Nest. Oh man, they keep changing the radio station, or they'll put it on pause. I've been trying to work with my mirror. I just wanted to connect. I just wanted to connect to my mirror today. Yeah.
So I've had these noises, and things have been going on for a year, but it's seasonal kind of. Because I remember the wintertime, it kind of simmered down. So I would always tell Hershey before she lived here, like, what is this noise? I can't tell if it's my team or if is it a mouse? Is it a squirrel? Is it what? Like, oh my gosh. But then there's absolutely no way it sounds like it's in the wall, but then it's not in the wall. And how could it be at one end of the house and then suddenly the other end? At one point, when I used to have my office in my bedroom, I got something, a broom, and I was pounding on the walls. I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know what was going on. So now I'm happy that she's finally experiencing it myself. But I think Cole is my bodyguard because he will growl at things, and like, it's like when I'm sleeping, he's always like kind of guarding my foot on my bed, or he'll snuggle with me, but then he'll guard and he'll growl at the door, he'll growl and bark, and he keeps things kind of calm in my room at night when I'm sleeping, I think, at this point, because I slept great last night. But
I'm glad one of us did. No kidding.
So when Hershey was outside this morning, I kept hearing the craziest sounds, very, very active in my bedroom. So I got my phone, I started record on my phone, and I walked out. And it was going for like 6 minutes to see if I can capture anything. And it didn't really capture anything. However, she thinks that I triggered the activity on her phone because it sent her cousin a message. Remember? It was like,
oh, yeah. Like, so I was in the kitchen making me a cup of coffee, and I had my phone just open because I was having a conversation with my cousin. So I had everything open, right? I go in the kitchen and I'm making myself a cup of coffee, and I come back out. I'm not paying no attention. My cousin's like voice chatting me. What is that? What am I hearing? What is that? And I look and I listen to like the second to the last voice clip, and I'm like, I don't hear anything. And then I listen to the last voice clip, and I'm like, what the hell is that? No, I can't tell you who, what.
Play it.
Sent a voice clip. Listen, y'all. Listen to this. If it will play it. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. I mean, it'll play it. I'm saying if it can be heard. I think somebody was like messing with like my Yoda or something. Let me see if I can remember which one it is here without.
All her laughs.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, and then there's like 6 of her just laughing her ass off. And then I will. No, that's too far. Okay.
Can't find it?
No. Because right up under the voice clip, it should say, the fuck? I didn't send that. And look, it's not, because that's the only way I can tell what voice clip it was, because we fucking voice clip so much. It would have been in a set of like, I don't know, 3 or 4, and then right up under it. What is this? No. Mirror.
It's probably, you're maybe not going far enough because you guys were chatting for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been.
You want me to take it out there and see if I can find it so you don't play all your clips? Oh yeah, it hit Yoda.
But what set off the wind chime? Did y'all hear that? Okay, so I'm going to play it again.
So what happened is it hit record on her phone, hit the wind chimes, and set off her Yoda.
Yeah, like it was jumping around or something. Let me see. Let me play it one more time.
I hope right you are.
Does Yoda laugh like that?
The dark side.
Yeah.
of everything.
So it jumped, it hit record on her phone, hit the chimes.
Right,
to
because
get
I
away,
just had
yeah.
my phone like just out, so I don't know if it was just jumping and bouncing, because you clearly hear it hit the chime, jump on Yoda, and then I don't know, I guess because Yoda talked and it maybe did it again or something, and then but you hear this growl in the middle of the two Yoda things, and it's like,
And
well,
I
what
didn't
the
know,
hell
yeah.
is growling? Is that whatever is like jumping on it? It's
Or was it
been
Yoda?
one. It's been one. Like it's been a day.
Anyway.
Oh, it has been a day.
It's been quite entertaining.
Yeah, it's been more than entertaining. It's exhausting. So, whoo. Yeah, it's like something clearly jumps, hits the mic, jumps over here, hits Yoda, and then there's like a growl, like Yoda, and then there's like a growl, and then Yoda again, and it's like, wow. What the hell is that? But I didn't notice it because we voice clipped so much. She was like, what is that? What am I hearing? So I'm listening, and I'm like, I didn't hear anything. And then I listened to the very next one, and I'm like, oh my God. I bet it is quiet, Brother Thomas. So I lit Bobby. So my Samhain amp I keep tied to a bleeding candle. So Bobby's candle is officially lit. If anyone wears red fingernail polish, he might want to come investigate you. He's going to be a little on the ornery side because I am fully activating him. So, and he is a Samhain imp. So, yeah, there's homework in that if you want some. All right, I have my first list. So, let me penance. All right. I hope everybody is having an absolute phenomenal day. Lulu, stuck. Tiffany, gifts. Hypnicity, good news. Beth, finances. Angie, shadow sounds. Shadow sounds. Well, that's interesting. Okay, Lulu, stuck. Stuck. Stuck, huh? Stuck. Stuck. Is there, and you only have to be honest with yourself, right? So perspective for me on this stuck, right? The very first thing that pops in is molasses, right? And it says, in order to move forward, you must know where you're headed, right? And then over here, it was in reverse. I had to turn it around so I could read it. It's maple tree. And it says, there is change coming. There is a change coming that is so big, it shall shift all that exists. Well, remember I said it was in reverse, and that's paired with molasses, right? And it just means that you're going, but this is like having your chariot moving, but yet your head and your heart are going in two different directions. When you're not moving in the same direction, if your head and your heart are going literally in two different directions, or you are doing too much of this and too much of this and too much of this and not enough of this, and absolutely no focus, no control, no clear want. So I literally heard Miles say wrap a ribbon, like literally wrap a ribbon around your finger, and then ribbon literally just fell out of the deck. So I want you to take and I want you to wrap a ribbon, a string, something. I want you to wrap it around. They want the bottom card here. The bottom card is the wish jar and also stomp, right? So listen, when you get to going in way too many directions, they tend to kind of want to rein you in a little bit. So, and this goes for anybody that has been practicing for 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 5 minutes. Doesn't matter. When you get to going left, literally, they will intentionally hit them brakes, especially if it's something you're not meant to do, but you're not doing the necessary closing of doors or situations because you're too busy doing other things. So, absolutely, that would probably be why you got the molasses card, is because you actually don't have a focus plan created, a blueprint. You don't have your journal ready. Maybe you don't have a pros and cons list or something. There's something that has your head and your heart going in two different directions. And without this game plan, they're not going to let you. So Miles is saying take a ribbon, right? Some kind of string, whatever, even if it's like a soft rubber band or something. And every time you start feeling them stinking thinking thoughts and all that monkey mind getting to distract you over here, distract you over there, kind of pull that ribbon and kind of pull yourself, literally feel the energy. Even if you do it slow, you don't have to put a lot of force. You don't have to conjure magic to do this because you are the magic. So just pull it in, rein it back in. Use this as a focus guide. If you have a fidget, use the fidget. Find a way. Miles is still insisting on this dang on ribbon, but use it. And also, if you just happen to have anything that enhances luck in any way, if you can call in hummingbirds, if you have a lucky rabbit's foot, if you have a totem, a charm, something that in your eyes, four-leaf clover, something that represents luck to you, something that brings you luck. If it's a lucky hat, a lucky sock, something, a lucky slogan, whatever. I can't get my words to come out, but you need to also add that to the mix just a little bit when you're ready to start focusing on something one at a time. Only one at a time. You can only master one thing at a time. Even if you're trying to master the 4 elements and they may be hitting you all 4 at one time, you can only master them one at a time. So I'm strongly hearing slow down, but also add something for the focus, for the opportunity to best serve you. Focus, focus, focus. That's what I got for you, babe. I hope that helps you, Lulu. 420 somewhere. I know that's right. I know that's right. Tiffany Gibbs. We are officially bleeding. It hasn't gone all the way red yet. It's still pink. The red and white top hasn't come together all the way for full red, but we have one lovely, gorgeous bleed going on over here, and it's pink. And I put my Raven Mookite on the tray over here with the candle, so putting a little extra protection on that. All right, Tiffany, gifts. What are we working with? What are we doing over here? Do you want this one? Okay. So you want this one? Get that one. This one's already shuffled, so we'll take this one. Oh, you want 2 of them? Okay. And 1 of these. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's going to get any better than that one right there. Feels like there's like a hair or something on my arm, but there's not. What? Leave me alone. All right. Well, that was. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so gifts, right? So literally the creator themselves is coming in this direct message. So in this direct message, the creator themselves wants you to understand that first, you're going to need a bell. Is it going to be for disruption? Absolutely. Is it going to be for calling in blessings? Absolutely. Is it going to be for cleansing the air? Absolutely. Is it going to be just because you love the sound of a bell and you can find a rhythm and a flow and you can maybe even create your own chant that has music sound that protects it and builds a barrier around it? Absolutely. It's for all of that. And you're going to find a way to make it be part of everything that is you, that exists about you, that breathes about you, that creates because of you, that exist literally because of you. Your temple itself needs to understand something, that when the creator itself sends this kind of message when it comes to your gifts, it's more than just listening. It's actually hearing what they are telling you. And what they are telling you is a very direct message. You are going to need bell of some kind. One bell, a series of bell, jingle bells, sleigh bells. The more the merrier, in my opinion. But what do I know? Are you going to need them on your doors? Yep. And it's about to be that time where we can get bells and put them right over our doors, right over our knockers, and they're always there. If something unwanted crosses your barrier, them bells, they're going to go off. Doesn't have to make sense. And you can be like, I know there ain't no wind in my house. There ain't no way them bells went off unless something crosses into that area, something trying to distract you, something that's meant to slow you down. This is your upper advantage to understand. This is going to become your life all the time. So it's going to be something that is consistently part of your new existence as you learn to rein in and hone in on something. There's something about you, though, they really want you to dive into. We can know us at flesh level, and then we can know our heart, and we can know us like the back of our hand, so to speak. But we don't know us like our doppelganger knows us. We don't know us as Source knows us. We don't know us as the Creator has created us fully, because we're staying present, we're staying current. And because we're staying present and we're staying current, it stops us from understanding what future us, our doppelganger, looks like. We don't know our doppelganger's name. We don't know anything about the future us yet, because we're not meant to. You have to slow down and you have to focus on something right now that can be controlled, manipulated, and transmuted into something that will work for you. Right now, it's not working for you because there's a part of you that you're not necessarily disowning it. You just probably have it still sleep. Maybe you're having these deja vu moments too, as well. I feel like when you're in that stillness, there's something you're not embracing. It almost feels like you get a little uncomfortable if it gets a little too quiet. Those of us that have to have noise, and that's one of them, but mine is more like a buffer sound, so that I don't hear the static, the commotion, the chit chat, the rattle, the all of everything that's going on. So I will turn on a TV, a radio. I will have a conversation going on about absolutely bullshit, because I'm just trying to drown out all of the other stuff, right? I got real comfortable with it, but that doesn't mean that everybody is. So make sure that when you get comfortable with that kind of still, that kind of quiet, you are comfortable actually within your own skin. Don't get weirded out. Don't get confused when you start hearing sounds that you know are coming from a place that you are projecting yourself to be at, because present you is safe in the little circle you put you in, or however you put yourself into a sleep mode or a meditation mode. You know you are safely locked into that. You can't get yanked out of it, pulled out of it. The stillness isn't a place that can hurt you, but it is meant to be intimidating for those that aren't ready for that type, because they, the creator, they can't come in on any other frequency outside of silence. So they want you to get real comfortable, and maybe this is a clue of what part of you isn't quite as comfortable with it as you truly need to be. And like I said, maybe you get you a tambourine, or you get you something that can create a bell, or and even if you have one, it doesn't have to be real expensive. Pick you up another one and assign it this very specific job. This is your sound disruption tool, or your chanting tool, or your rhythm. Once you find your actual rhythm, not the heartbeat that's keeping you alive, but the rhythm that lives within the heartbeat that you have within you. And you'll find that within the stillness of yourself. You can calm that mind down. You just have to want it more than you want anything else. And you got to remove the distractions too. And that's what I've got for you. If anybody does make a donation, channel donation, or any personal donation link, I appreciate you. I thank you very kindly. All right. Hypnoticity. Good news. She has good news. All of that, and they don't even want me to use that deck. Okay. Right? I hope it helps you, sweetheart. I really do. Hypnoticity, I see you, boo. I see you, Gem. Shit. Oh, well, they both hit the floor, so you know what that means. We're starting right there, because that's at your door. All right. Okay. Well, okay, this kind of is not what I expected at all. All right, so 2, 4, 6. There's 6 cards in total. 4 of the 6 are in reverse. Both the hearts are in reverse. So let's just see what they are. One is the 3 of hearts and one is the 8 of hearts. So the 3 of hearts is saying that this could be a snake or a mouse. 8 in reverse is telling me that someone could encounter some kind of physical or mental injury, right? I don't really know how I feel about that, but I don't think they want me to focus on that anyway. They just mainly want me to understand that the hearts, the cups, the emotions part of this is in the challenge position along with the male. and also the ring, right? So if I take them two cards with them and I put all four cards that are in reverse, kind of in a straight line, and I understand them a little differently then. So I think you are being challenged to something, and I only think it's going to be your challenge because all of this is paired with the Sylph, right? It's all about an alliance too. So there is something within this energy right here, a commitment, a friendship. Doesn't necessarily mean a husband, does not necessarily mean that, right? We make commitments to a lot of people in our life, but there is a male in your life, or someone at least has a lot of male energy, that you have some kind of commitment, vow, friendship, loyalty, some kind of dedication that absolutely needs to stop. That alliance is not for you anymore. So I don't know if this is good news because, like I said, there is some love involved. If we're looking at just the concept and the value of the Sun card, the Three of Hearts is in the challenge position as well. This person has probably been very not your friend. Like I feel like universe has kind of removed the mask on them and you can now officially see them for who they are. And I feel like in a way somewhere down the road this is going to be really good news. I just don't think it is right now. Your husband's recovering from a heart attack. Well, see, that's another way to look at this. Look at this as understanding that this alliance is going to take a lot. There's going to be a lot of things cut out if you look at it that way. You're going to have to probably cut out fast foods, greasy foods, changing a lot in actual physical food, physical health, getting outside more, going for walks. You may have to cut out some things to be with him more, just until like the full healing process is over with. So like I said, this does kind of feel like it could go both ways. If it, tends to fully stick with your husband and healing, there's going to be a lot of things that have to be cut out for the best outcome of the healing process. And if it goes the other way, if you do have a male friend in your life, just take caution with them and understand that if you're seeing a different side of them, it's because you need to, because something about it may not be meant for future you, or it may be just too stressful around your husband, or just, I don't know. There's a couple of different ways to take it, but absolutely, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But for the most part, if you do take it and it stays centered with your husband, I send all blessings and warm wishes, and some physical exercise and cutting out some extra carbs and fried chicken might not be the worst thing for more than just him. There's a lot of us that need to cut out fast foods and fried foods and stuff like that. So any good juju? Yeah, my stepson is. Oh, so it literally could go in two different directions. Sometimes cutting people out of our life, and it doesn't mean that you don't want them to eat. They just can't eat at your table. You don't say you don't want them to succeed because you do want them to succeed because they can't be dependent on you anymore. They just can't succeed off of your skirt tail. So you have options. So I know that you are going to make the absolute perfect decision that best suits you and your family. So just know you are not alone. And anytime you want me to look at this a little deeper, absolutely, I am more than willing to. For right now, though, let's just leave it right there. And we'll definitely deep dive it if you want. Just email me and we can set something up and look at it a little deeper in a more private sentiment. setting. Take it from there if you want. Love ya. You're welcome, babe. Right. Oh, yeah, I hope at some point that becomes good news. Beth, finances. Marita, you're cheating. You're rubbing it in. You got munchies. Oh, they wouldn't give me no damn stock tips if my life depended on it. I am not kidding you. They wouldn't do that shit if my life depended on it. They'd be like, sorry. We sorry. We'll see you on the other side. I love getting the munchies, man. My favorite munchies food is ice cream or cereal. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. So I'm using, did y'all notice Bobby's bleeding candle? I put it on the little Stitch altar tray plate that I got from Truthwave. It's so damn cute. All right. Well, really? Hold on. Wait a minute. This. Okay. Huh. All right, so we have a this or that situation going on over here. All right, so before I look at the that, let's look at the this, right? So I actually like what I see over here, but I need you to understand it is wild down the road, right? So when you think pennies, you get what? Pennies. But when you think dollars, you get dollars, right? So in that mind frame alone, it will protect what you have right now for the long road, right? And the longer we can protect what's going on right now, it's going to be able to accumulate in a way. It's going to kind of stir the pot to make its own way, to find its own blessing, right? It's going to find a way, just like a sunflower finds a way to pollinate itself. Eventually, it doesn't need to track the sun anymore. It can literally turn away from the sun and pollinate itself because it understands its place scientifically as it's growing into that gorgeous sunflower. It's finding a way to scientifically change it from what it was when it was born to something now, because it's not thinking cents and pennies, it's thinking dollars, and it's making them become more than what they are, right? So you have rich gentleman, long path, heart and shield over here, right? So there is something that is very much in your heart, whether you have to sew it, paint it, if it's made out of clay, photograph it. write it out, cook, bake, something. There's something in your heart that if you truly, 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 truly take just a little bit of your love for it and actively work on it, it will absolutely have more for you in the long run than where you're at right now, right? So even if you have it right now, and if you wait and just kind of let it become its own investment in time, it will eventually turn into something that can give you something that has longevity attached to it, but it's not an immediate situation, right? But on the other hand, if you rush it, right? If you rush it because you don't want someone else to beat you to the punch, so to speak, or um, finances are tight, and you know that at least if you get the ball rolling, it could at least have a little bit of a payoff. I don't think that's what's going to happen at all. If anything, it's going to turn the other way. So you got woman and poison, right? The poison is going to understand that, or well, they were like this. Sorry. So the poison and the woman are both what I feel like in the present right now, right? So yeah, it's over here on that part, but it's also saying that right now is not the best time for you to act on it, because if you do, it's only going to be challenging. It's going to be missing things that it's not ready for, or things you're not ready for because you haven't got your frequency up, your vibration up, or something up, right? The only thing that I really like about this is that you do know that if you take your time and slow down with this and get a lot more knowledge, if you really study that picture, look, the knowledge is just floating off the page, but it doesn't do well paired with energy activity in reverse, but it is trumping it. It is laying on top of it. So it does have a way to kind of tone it down and keep it slowed down just a little bit, but it's going to take a lot more control from you. But if you choose to do it right now, it may literally turn into water and run through your fingers instead of begin to turn into something that could be quite profitable. So I do want you to take your time with whatever it is you are thinking about. And do your due diligent homework. If there's something jumping at you right now, there's something just not right about it. It's just not. If that situation isn't willing for you to wait, do your homework, crunch your numbers. Yeah, it could be a scam. It could be something that's going to go belly up. It could be something that is going to, what do they say? Buy low, sell high kind of thing. It may be one of them Eddie Murphy kind of moments when he robs everybody with orange juice. Just saying. Be very, very cautious. That one's kind of like blurry a little bit, but Miles isn't real big with like finances, because it for the long run, to look at it like right now, it looks like you're okay. Actually, it doesn't look like you're actually hurting. Even if it's a situation where I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I'm still financially stable, I still have a little bit in the bank, even though it's not what I want, or I have my retirement fund, my 401, or whatever, the ace in the hole, my washer's going to break, I can at least replace my washer kind of thing. I'm not saying you got a bunch, but fingers crossed that nothing major happens, because there is something in your heart, though, that if you be just a little bit more patient, that beautiful thing that's in your heart, you'll eventually be able to manifest it and bring it to life, and it may have some monetary gain for you. That's what I got for you, babe. Your dog. Yeah, I can imagine. Mosaic loves her fur baby. Cole saved her. They are in You can't separate them. But I bet if she got to clocking them vet bills, doctor bills, food bills, gas bills, because of how much they go to the park and everything else, yeah, I'm sure there's some IOUs attached to that. Oh my God, I'm glad it made sense to you. I'm so glad, because I felt like I was so out of my depth. I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying. There's a lot of studies pointing to strength training as key component to longevity. Ooh, philosophy is one of my favorite words. I like that word. Pets are expensive. Yes, they are. And I'm Angie, you're up next. So like I really, 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 I'm really in my heart, I'm ready for my familiar. I really am. But in my head, I know better. I understand in my heart that money wise and stuff like that, like, yeah, I can, if I can keep it under $100 a month, but what happens when an accident happens, something, so like I want it and I don't want to rush it, but trust me, I understand. I know that the little boogers are expensive too. And I just love all of you guys that have these beautiful familiars and you share them with me and pictures. And then Mosaic absolutely lets me be spare to Cole. So I get all kinds of loves and kisses and hugs. Oh, yeah, you're so lucky there. Oh, you are so lucky there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Beth, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. Angie. And then we have Maruta, Jonathan, Rossi, Magic, and Lindsay. Shadow Sounds. Shadow Sounds. Oh, you have a black lab. I love labs. You wanted to be a vet? I know. Oh, I love it. Shadow sounds. Shadow sounds, huh? Shadow sounds. It's starting to get more and more red. I'm ready. I'm ready for the red. Blessings to her. Well, our familiars tend to return to us, so they don't always return the same, but they tend to return when it's time for them to come back around. So I guess the truest love of my life would have been my mom's Maine Coon, Spaz. Like when it comes to cats, oh boy, Maine Coons. Woo! And then I've had all kinds of animals, y'all. The love of my life when it comes to dogs turned out, and I have been raised with almost so many beautiful dogs, but it turned out to be a teacup chihuahua, and her name was Foxy Cleopatra. And you attitude. Oh, Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Attitude. Okay. Yeah, she was literally a teacup toy chihuahua. Teeny tiniest little thing. Like she literally. Oh. And she was bossing everything on the block. I don't care how big it was, how bad it was. She was bossing it. She was a deer head teacup toy. She was so perfect. And she was this beautiful fawn red color. And boy, I miss my foxy Cleopatra. Okay, all right. So, but I have my heart set on a cat. Oh, I want a cat so bad. And it's because of Saint, aka Binks. Yeah, finding him and his sister Chloe, it just kind of sped my heart up. Now my heart's extra quickly fast rushing, and my head knows better, but it's like, if it would happen to fall in my lap, though. Never closing all the doors. Yeah, with my seizures and stuff like that. Yeah, cats, dogs, they sense it. They can just tell when they're around someone that is, sick, or has some issues, some health issues. So I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's a dumb question because, in my opinion, the only dumb question is the question you didn't ask. So, okay. All right. So, first, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you, Angie, understand the difference between a labyrinth and a maze? Wait and see what you say there, real quick. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, you do? Okay, you understand the difference? Okay, because you're in the maze, honey, and you need to. It's gonna take you a little while probably to get the hell up out of there. I don't even know how you got in there, but I'm gonna need you to come on back. Anytime you go in a cornfield from here on out, I'm gonna need you to make sure you tie a rope to your waist so you can get back out safely. Mazes, especially right now, guys, as we are approaching Maybon and it's literally a couple weeks away. It's right there. Knock, knock, knock. It is coming. And the closer we get to Maybon, guess what happens? That pushes Samhain in. It starts letting the Bale know it's getting close, it's getting close, it's getting close. So what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to go ahead and pull yourself back out of that maze because you don't want to be in there. I'm going to need you to look for the labyrinth though, right? Labyrinths were designed and created to go in to the middle. Into the middle is where you want to be. You want to be in the middle of you. You want to be in the middle of your source. You want to be grounded in your faith. You need a labyrinth, not a maze. Mazes are created with blocks, doors, distractions, scary things, obstacle illusions, things that go bump in the night. So literally pull the energy that you have within you, create some kind of way of letting your gut know that you're ready. You're ready to get out of this confusing corn maze that is just literally there for the distractions, the fun, the amusement. They're not made to hurt you. They are definitely made, though, to be the opposite of a labyrinth. Labyrinths are intentionally made to draw you in, to bring you to the center of something, to grant you something. You don't get granted anything in a maze except another wall, another left, another right, something else scary, something else going to jump out at me. You need to understand that you have a connection and the ancestors are trying to help you, but you aren't ready to fully kind of taste your own sweetness, right? We have a bit of a sweetness within us that is also kind of always tainted with life's bitters, right? You need to literally turn into yourself, turn inwards into your inner courage, because the queen of the dead, the queen of the night, all that comes, her name is Persephone. If you want to know anything about her, she is slowly going to be making her way to grant her own ascension to go back down into the underworld, to bring darkness to the world, to bring the winter, so that we can learn to build in ourselves, so we can hermit for ourselves. You're going to need a lot of courage to understand that as we approach fall and as we move into the last part of this year before we close it out into winter, you are going to pull out of the maze. You're going to take some time to focus. And then once you're ready, start looking for your labyrinth. And then once you're truly ready to understand how good your built on the inside is, you'll learn to trust it, just like a butterfly or anything that flies with wings. They don't have to worry about anything that they're going to land on. They always and only have to trust their wings. It takes courage for you to take that initial flight. So you're never going to get there when you're stuck here listening to everything that's going on, because it's just yik yak. It's just distractions. It's meant to be deceiving. So focus, focus, focus. Pull yourself out of the deceiving amusement part, the fun maze, and then really, really hone in on focusing on going deeper within yourself. And that's what I've got for you, babe. I hope that helps you. Naruto. Yeah, it does look like you're getting ready. So, and it does look like Samhain is going to be your season, and they really want you to take Maybach and just really focus on getting out of the amusement park, get out of your head, get out of the fun, and really be ready to focus, focus, focus. Because as we move into Samhain, that veil is going to help you kind of project yourself forward into understanding just exactly what your ancestors and what your guides are going to need from you and what you are going to need to understand about you. Magic, 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 magic. 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 I'll check here in a second, see if there's any donations, see if I owe anyone a thank you. Magic. Magic. Oh my goodness, how many cards is here? My goodness. Okay, we got a whole lot going on. All right. Well, I went straight to the Mabon. I went straight to the Sister Witches. And you know what? I need to take a picture of this. I don't know if you have this deck, but Miles wants you to have a picture of it. So I'm going to take a picture real quick. Give me 1 second here. And while I'm doing that, I'll see if I owe anybody a thank you. Nope. Okay. Let me see. Well, you know what? I'll do it this way. We'll do it this way. Okay. Don't let me forget to send them to you. You know me, I'd be forgetting. Okay. Bonjour. Bonjour. So witches gathering. So it looks like kind of like we got a scale thing going on over here, right? So on one side we have witches gathering, coven, and autumn equinox, which is literally right around the corner. Isn't that what Mavon is all about, right? It's about understanding that nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all, right? You can't be complete if you don't have 100% of the wholeness, right? The coven part, I am you, you are me, we are we. When we come together, we seek we, right? We're not looking for differences. We're not pointing out what I can do versus what you can do. We are literally coming together with everything that we are, right? It takes the differences that to bring it together, right? The witches gathering, this is the gathering of power with those that are in grace and unity while rising to the embracement of what is happening, right? So you, unless you are an eclectic or a chaos witch, you may need a sistership, right? Doesn't always necessarily mean women either, right? Your sister witches or your brother warlocks or just your sister friend witches, they are going to come together, and together you guys are going to be able to exchange spells, ideas, rituals. You may not be able to physically be together, but you can still do them together. There's video chats, there's Zoom meetings, and there's all these links and opportunities and ways and things that bring us together, right? So you could literally start building your magic that way, but then as it's building, right? So the scale, right? The other side of the scale says tea magic, maple tree, and peppers are going to be a necessity for you. So these could be literally 3 herbs, or maple tree could be the leaf, could literally be the syrup. I guess you could do the syrup, right? So the tea magic, right? This is reaching into and past the subconscious and pulling from the source that you wove together with intentions and finding the answer unfold, right? So literally scrying with tea leaves, all kinds of ways. You're going to find something within you and your connection. One of them herbs or connection tools could be tea leaves. Another one that it says maple, right? It says maple tree. There is change coming, and it won't come until all exist, right? So every bit of what's coming has to exist within its own season. So if you're going to work with any kind of dry leaves or herbs, remember that you are into the season where they are going to change from greens to reds and yellows, and they're going to make all of these significant differences in how you use them and what you use them in. So do pay attention. I do think that specifically saying the changing of them is and can be helpful in different stages of how you're going to possibly use maple tree or leaf, or maybe just the liquid molasses syrupy stuff that comes with them. The other thing that they want you to try, maybe in this new season that's ahead of you, is peppers. Peppers can be used for making trash. Peppers can be used for locking things in, for intensifying things, literally blowing it in your doors, and using them for protection, right? You must be fierce about the way in which you want to come, but also in protecting yourself, because allies and foe and enemies await, right? So opening doors, windows, as the veil is thinning, playing with magical items, that is all invitations to things on the other side that you may not understand. I'm not calling anyone ignorant, but practice, 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 because without educated, guided, knowledgeable hands, we can play with things, objects, magic, spells, rhymes, and without understanding things, we can release things, we can trigger things, we can open things, we can allow back doors to be created. So just be very, very, very careful, especially with what you could possibly be working with, because peppers can be used to protect you and also used to kind of mask your way so that nothing can see you while you're learning and playing around with some new stuff. It's time to start writing some spells, finding what works, what don't work. They're telling you it's time. Start with these 3 things. So next time you're outside, grab some leaves, even if it's not a maple leaf. Practice on some regular leaves until you're ready, and then get you some maple leaves. Get you some tea leaves. It doesn't have to be big, expensive tea leaves right now. Get you some black tea and just tear your bag and move it around a little bit. Just practice, 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 and then step your tools up and your herbs up as you learn. And then you're not wasting anything. You're growing in knowledge, and you may find something along the way that works as good when you're in a pinch or you run out of something. Well, it sounds like you have lots of tools. That's what I got for you, babe. Bay leaves are absolutely a wonderful tool. Absolutely wonderful for so much. we're low on some supplies and herbs. We have to stock up again. So bay leaves, and it's definitely on there. And I'm almost out of my intention candles. I don't know how this happened. And then, so I don't remember the last one of you beautiful gems that sent it, but if anybody is wanting to grab something that I actually need, I do believe it's on my wish list, but this is empty because I'm out of them because I've used them all. But this one is just full of all kinds of authentic crystals and stones that I use to make up y'all's jars. And with Samhain literally right around the corner, I've got to get a bunch of stuff set up and ready, because I'm also going to be doing a lot of giving them away to people as I come and go through different stores, different places, as we approach fall. I am ready, but I got to get them made up. So if anyone does want to make donations, just absolutely. All right, Jonathan, birthday. Birthday. Virgo. Are you a Virgo? Are you a Virgo, Jonathan? So you're only a few months older than me, huh? Well, not a few months, but my birthday's in May. I'll be 50. Leo. Did I just hear Leo? Are you a Leo or a Virgo? Yes, Virgo. Okay. So the 9-9. No, not the 9-9. So the eclipse. No, yeah, the corn moon, the blood moon is your birthday. I freaking love it. I love it. All right, let's dive into it. Show me everything. That's why I kept hearing the Leo, Virgo. I got you. I see. Okay. All right. Today is your mom's birthday. Happy birthday. So the first, okay, so those of us that like daydream. So now listen, y'all, Miles has a sense of humor and he's a bit of a smartass. And sometimes when he talks to me and Jonathan and a few others that he's directly connected to that can actually hear him, it's not just me talking. It's a little easier to communicate because they know how he talks. So I don't have to be so cautious with my words, right? So what he said is, at least you're going to understand what it's like to not miss any more of the dreams, daydreamer. Those that aren't scared to daydream are much more advanced and understanding of their control in dreams because they dream during the day and during the night. So he really, really needs you to focus on your birthday due to the fact that we have not just this incredible, super powerful lunar eclipse. You also have the corn moon, which is all about bringing in that harvest, right? There's something very specific that is going to come in your dream, but you will know it the moment you see the lotus flower. I have no idea what you're going to dream about, but you're going to know it as soon as you see the lotus flower show up in your daydream. You're going to need to start listening at that moment. I mean, the second you see that flower, listen. I don't know if you're going to hear. Did you hear that? Oh, okay. I don't know if you're going to hear something that's going to come from somewhere up there, or if you're going to just need to witness something being said where you may not have control over what it is that is being said, or like a radio that you can turn down or something like that. It may be a speaker that you're watching on TV or something that you're listening to, and you would have access to control the volume of it, so to speak. This isn't going to be that kind of situation. You're going to need to focus, whether you're listening to the wind, you're listening to something dance in the rain, or come through as raindrops, or come through as a chant. It sounds like it's going to be incredibly faint, but at the same time, incredibly powerful if you're really, really listening. I feel like you're going to be offered an upgrade of something that you right now are doing. I feel like they're literally going to upgrade you to levels that you possibly didn't even know that you were going to be capable of. I don't know if it's going to be in your active hobbies, if it's going to be in painting, if it's going to be in card reading, divination, your acupuncture. I don't know if it's going to be in just connecting with the beautiful earth that you get to be a part of. It's all going to come to you while you're listening, though. So Remember, it's in the stages of the daydream that you're going to see the lotus flower. Once you see the lotus flower, listen. Because somewhere in that moment is the answer and the offer for you. And it's completely up to you. But it does sound like it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I hope you make smart choices. I hope that it is clearly heard where you don't have to question what you think you heard. May it be crystal clear, and may it be as powerful as your blessed hands. And that's what I've got for you. Uncle G came in. Uncle G came in. Ah, what's up? Hey, Terrell Stay. What are you doing? Rossi Claire's. Okay, I guess we're gonna just keep on rocking me like this deck. Okay. Rossi. I've got to get a better light system. Has anybody got any recommendation for lights, like lamps, like overhead lamps, something? And also, I need a recommendation, you guys, for a dang on, like a office chair or something, because, boy, this chair is not comfortable. My back be killing me. All right, so we got kind of two different things going on over here, right? Okay. So you want this in both of them? So it is literally going to apply to both of them. So you have an equal energy going on over here, right? So when it comes to the clairs, with our own maturity, we learn to master some of these clairs, right? With immaturity, we start realizing that they're real. But then as we grow and as we master our own self and our own discipline that comes with being an adult and having to do adult things and in adult situations, you find the opportunity and moments where you get the opportunity through maturity to kind of master your clairs, find out what works, what isn't working. Sometimes different techniques work for different people. Sometimes different philosophies work where some don't. Sometimes different frequencies last and hit differently, right? So when it comes to understanding clairs, whether it is the claircognizance, clair audio, the one where you taste, or there's one where you feel, right? I can't remember exactly. The taste one. There's one where you smell. Anyway, there's all these. There's so many of them. It comes with realizing that, I don't know, I guess some people say that if you have one, you have them all. But I also have miles in my head saying you only need to master one, though, right? So I would say the one that you literally lean to the most, even when you don't even realize you're leaning on it, that's the one that they're maybe trying to get you to understand and focus your kinship with, right? Something that you're gonna build a rapport with. You're gonna understand it by just knowing that awareness gets quite enhanced or magnified, multiplied there's definitely an intense sensation that is overwhelmingly going to come about in this awareness, right? And it's literally just with one, and it's kind of like this is you here in the background, but this is you understanding that Claire trying to come through at the same time, right? Like it's literally going to be the one that is saying, me over here. That one. That's the one that, with your own maturity and understanding that you don't have to do all 7 of them that are screaming at you, you only have to truly master one. And then in mastering it, I do believe that maybe some of the other ones could come into some kind of super hyper focus a little bit more. There is something for you that you need to understand. There is one that is meant for you to hold a connection, maybe even more than any of the others. So if you take this, right, and this one Claire that's really coming, and then we go over here and we look at a whole nother deck, what does that say? Hold the connection, right? Just the one connection. You need to understand that it is for you, but at the same time, you yourself, you're the only one that can do it. I don't feel like this could be easily influenced or persuaded by someone else. I don't think that someone could say, oh yeah, you're definitely going to be a this, and then come find out, no, I'm not. So remember that as you really dive into these and understand them, it's going to take moments in time. Yes, they want me to show you something. Isn't he beautiful? He's Mookite. He's Mookite, y'all. He's a raven. Okay, anyway, back to what you were doing. He's over here babysitting, being Have. Okay, so anyway, it's going to come to you, but there's one that is just ready to fully work with you, hands on. You just need to choose that one, and with choosing that one, you are going to get a whole lot of clarity into a lot more than what you can even imagine right now. Yes, I did get it, and that's what I got for you. It feels a little one-sided, but it does feel like you kind of maybe already know which one is for you. There's one, and it's like bursting out of you. So you got this. I did, PLR. I did. I did an unboxing. It came early. It was supposed to come today, and it came yesterday. So I had to jump on and do a quick unboxing for you guys. And I screamed right online as soon as I saw it, because I thought it was a crow. And then when I saw it and I seen the beak and the hook, I was like, it's a raven! I got so excited. You're welcome. I do hope that helped you a little bit. We can always dive into it down the road a little bit too, if you ever want to. You already know. Right, magic. Are you here, magic? We've got magic and then Lindsay. Well, I've got some cards over here, Magic. I hope you're here, love. Rossi, did she have you hold her place or anything? Ah, yay. Okay, good. Because I got some cards jumping already. It's like, oh no. Okay. Thank you, my beautiful rock. Oh my God, what did you order? Oh my God, you have got to show me. Is it today? Is it coming today? Well, I mean, for me, it's 5:30, so, it'll be over for me soon. And it's the weekend, so I'm so excited for that. So excited for this weekend. But I swear, Miles is sensing happy mail, and I am not expecting anything at all whatsoever, unless somebody has sent me something that I'm not aware of. Uh-huh. Okay. I think I've got a warning going on over here. So I got two things going on over here. So embrace your friendship is in reverse, paired with exhaustion and St. John wort and marigold, right? Them two mixed together is stay the fuck away from me. I don't know who you are, but back the fuck up or fuck around and find out kind of shit, right? When you mix these two together, it's like I'm not playing with you. St. John's wort and marigold. Against your will, there will be no entrance, no welcoming, be gone. Exhaustion. Friendship. Do you have a friend that's just too much? Do you have someone that keeps disrespecting your boundaries, keeps blurring the lines, keeps saying, "Oh, I forgot," or "Oh, I didn't mean that," or do you have that? If you have that, this is your team, your guides going straight to Miles and saying, "Hey, excuse me." They not for her. They not for you. Okay. Don't make no never mind to whoever this is that is telling Miles to tell me to tell you this person is the reason you're exhausted. I don't know if they're an energy vampire. I don't know if they are just that draining that even 5 minutes with them is like it's been 5 days already. And it's been 5 minutes. You need to understand that you can't embrace something that's not meant to be embraced. Seasons come for a reason. Leaves on a tree are green and gorgeous and full for a season. Eventually, they must change, wither, and die and go away. They have a reason, a season, and they're done. Unfortunately, sometimes we like to do that with friendships that are only meant to come in as a lesson or a blessing, and we tend to want to stick them around and put them on our head so that they can walk this journey path with us. And every damn time something with this individual, life reminds us just how it's about to get. Flat tires, locking your keys indoors, dropping shit, phone gone, all the littlest shit in the world, every red flag you had to excuse your way cleanly, and you didn't, even though you knew it. Bygones be bygones, and I'm going to do exactly what I've always done and think that something's going to happen differently. Yeah. They're not going to be different. In fact, they're going to always feel exhaustion from this person because they are not meant to go with you. In fact, literally, you need to wear this on you because they're not going to be able to stand it. They're not. They're not. It's not made to make you stink. It's made to burn them, get them and their energy away. Sometimes we have to wear back the fuck up juice. It is what it is. When I don't want to be seen, touched, felt, caressed, influenced, persuaded, or any of that, I wear things that keep me from becoming their object of obsession. You ain't going with me. No, 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 no. If you cleanly decide that this person is no longer serving and not going with you, because that's exactly what this lunar eclipse is for all of us, to remove every damn thing. We must shed our skin, and if we don't, we are literally going to suffocate. We're going to suffocate ourselves if we do not allow ourselves to shed the shit that's suffocating us. Ripeness, trust your wisdom, and scarecrow. Remembering that you are never alone will help you move in confidence with your guides as you grow. It don't and shouldn't take a murder of crows for you to recognize and understand a good thing. When you see a murder of crows, whatever that's going on over there, whatever direction they're headed in, that's a good thing. They want to be where it's happening because it's their season that's coming in. It's their time, finally. They're not the underdogs anymore to the Eagles and the Hawks and all of the things that flourish so much in the summer. It's about to be their time. It's about time for it to get a little quieter, a little creepier, a little darker, a little edgier, and you're going to flourish in it. So understand that trusting you and becoming your full ripeness, knowing all this damn dead weight is finally off of you and gone, left dust, letting the trash take the trash out. Let them carry your trash. What are they going to do with it? They can't use it against you. Let them have it. Let them have it, because if literally that's all it costs you in the end is a little bit of trash, who actually won? Who's the real winner here? I'm just saying, fool's gold will carry a fool a long way. That's what I got for you, babe. Okay, that was magic. All right, we got Lindsay. You need a whole gallon of it. Well, okay, so I recommend Tarot Stash. He's really good at making goodies. Miss Tarot D, Intuitive Ella, oh man, like all the names are like where did the names go? Oh no, I have like a list of names that are ready to help you sit down and make and create your own recipe, so to speak. Yeah. Oh no, I promise you. Reach out, reach one, teach one. We will get you together. All right, Lindsay, movement. Lindsay, movement. Joey, Selena, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Oh, they're telling me to tell you Coco. Okay, so here we go. All right. So there's again two things going on over here. They're going to want you to bring this in as Mabon approaches, and as we get closer to the 19th-ish of September, guys, and as we bring in Mabon, which brings in Samhain, constantly keep reminding yourself that it is about getting close to harvest. It is about bringing in all of what is going to be substantially sustaining through the hard parts, through the cold parts, through the parts that sometimes get a little heavy, right? That's what the dark half of the year is for. It's created for it. Summer, it's light. We wear less clothes. We do more things. We're outside more. It's meant for us to be inside. It's meant for us to be crowded around a cauldron, not just to keep warm, but to encourage us to create, encourage us to find out what goes together and damn it, what don't. You've got to know what don't go together in order to find out what does go together. So play. I strongly recommend that you start playing around. Literally get curious. Get curious. Find out. You know what? Here's something. Chamomile and cinnamon tea. Make a tea. Make a tea. I know chamomile and cinnamon. And you're going to need wildflower honey. Miles said the key ingredient in this is wildflower honey. Don't know if you have wildflower honey anywhere around you, but if you can find some of that and the more local you can get it, the better it will be. You put cinnamon in everything or in your coffee. Yeah, I love cinnamon. Like I have cinnamon literally sitting directly behind my computer. I am not playing. I have cinnamon in every door, in every window, in every one of my mirrors. Circling candles. I use cinnamon for everything. But also, they also want you to understand you're going to be working with cocoa. So maybe some cocoa and some cinnamon is going to be coming in, but strongly know that cocoa is going to be very big for you this approaching harvest season, and so is whiskey. And whatever the little hell tack thing you are, go away. So as you're going to learn some spells, some recipes that have to deal with cocoa and also whiskey, understand that the whiskey is about the intention and the cocoa is about literally holding it together. So the cocoa is your binder and the whiskey is literally your intention. So it could just be in drops. You don't have to do big mass amounts of whiskey because, well, I mean, one shot glass can have a lot of intentions in it if you dropped it in the shot glass one drop at a time, because every single drop can be a brand new intention. It's all about the way you control it. So you can do one giant pour, or you can make it incredibly and complicated by your own self, but do it with control. Don't just free ball it, free pour it, and think you're gonna go back and reproduce it again. If you don't take very detailed notes. I can hear Uncle Gerald in my head. Take notes, take notes. It's better to be over prepared when it comes to these two ingredients than underestimate either one of them, because they're both pretty damn powerful when you're involving intention. Also, it's going to take you being just a little bit of a rebel, because maybe there's a spell, a recipe, or something in there that maybe you were warned not to do, or somewhere in the mix somebody told you, oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you, and maybe there's a little forced thought intention in there. It's going to take that rebel inside of you to kind of push that out of the way so that there is nothing but courage standing there, because it's that longevity, strength, that courage that we need, because it's literally the only difference between doing nothing and courage is that incentive. So you do have to make the first step, but I promise you, they will not let you fall, but you must find a way to put it together into one recipe. And then once you get that one perfected, you can absolutely start working on the next one. But just start with one and get it going, get a good flow going. And next thing you know, you're literally going to be maybe having enough for an entire shadow book or recipe book, or just different ways to pass it out for different things: money, intentions, protections, freezing, cleansing, rituals, blessings. You're going to find multiple ways it can be beneficial to a lot more people. This season that's coming in, it's coming in infused with divination. It's coming in infused with transformation, that death and rebirth, that being more, that corn moon is infused with a blood supermoon lunar eclipse. Makes us damn near unstoppable when we do it right. Do it right. The other thing they want you to know is that something in your life that makes you feel isolated, or makes it could be somebody saying you're crazy, that woman's got schizophrenia and all that crazy mumbo jumbo shit, all of that shit, that is somebody that is illy wounded and they don't know how to grieve properly. So all of this was in the challenge, the reverse position. So this person that is illy grieving for probably something they shouldn't be even grieving about. Maybe they have no connection to it, but they're using it to keep the upper hand about something. They're the one that's truly the one that's probably a little bit narcissist or schizophrenic. So be very cautious with this individual. They are literally trying to make you feel like you're not wanted in some kind of way, but it's literally not you. I promise you, it's them and their insecurities. Continue to lead with your heart. Learn, get comfortable with cinnamon, cocoa, and whiskey, and then do come back and tell us all the fun stuff you were able to come up with, find out didn't work, and we'll may even be ready to try some of it. Hopefully it'll be good, especially coming into the winter months. And that's what I've got for you. Movement. Move. I keep hearing that ludicrous song, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Every time I touch this damn grieving and schizophrenia card, this person is there. It's time to go. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Do I owe anybody a thank you or any of that? Nope. Okay. Wonderful. Perfecto. All right, guys. I thank you guys. I do believe that was the conclusion. Let me unpen these. All right, guys. It is the weekend. I'm going to I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to have fun at doing something though. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out. You got to know a little bit more about me, and I get to know a little bit more about you. And it was really great to share this space with you guys. I will see you. If I get some happy mail, I will do an unboxing. But other than that, I will see you guys on Monday. If you guys make a donation over the channel to any of my links or to my wish list, I look forward to catching up with you when I receive the notification, and I'll let you know on Monday, and or when the items gets here. Again, if you know a link for a good affordable office chair, please email it to me. I need to find a chair ASAP. My back's killing me and I cannot keep doing this. So it might have to be my Yule gift or something to me. I might have to get it early. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But other than that, I love you guys, and I will see you guys Monday. Bye, guys.